Hello and welcome to Truly Football. I'm your host Sami Tariq. I'm joined today by my co-host Abaan Fida.
Thank you for having me on the show.
And my second co-host for the day is Ahsan Mughees.
Hello.
If you're wondering what this show is all about, Truly Football is a show about all things football. It is created by die-hard football fans like yourself. My love story with football started when I first saw Ronaldinho bounce the ball off the crossbar like it was nothing. Seeing him years later at the Fortress Stadium Lahore in an exhibition match was a dream come true for me. I've lived through the anguish of a trophyless season and I have lived through the three-peat of UCL by Real Madrid. I'm a huge Real Madrid fan and I have spent so many hours watching their matches that I've learned a bit of Spanish. Bienvenido todos, muchas gracias.
I'm following football since 2005. To me, football is a way of bond between friends and family. I'm a proud football fan of Chelsea. It is the only English club to win the all European trophies and the only London club to win the Champions Trophy.
My earliest football memory was watching Messi curl one in the far corner back in 2014. A week later, I was watching goal compilations on YouTube, and that was when I fell in love with Wayne Rooney and Manchester United. After 8 years, I can proudly say that Manchester United and football have given me some of the most pleasurable moments in life and some of my most painful ones.
As you know, the FIFA World Cup is just around the corner. In this segment, we are going to analyze all the Football World Cup groups. There are a total of 8 groups in this World Cup. Group A includes Senegal, Netherlands, Ecuador and the hosts Qatar. On paper, this group looks like an exciting one. Netherlands have some big names who need no introduction and an experienced manager in Louis van Gaal. They are the favorites in this group. It will be great to see how beautifully they use the total football style of play that is associated with the Dutch team. I think that Netherlands and Senegal will go through from this group.
I'm supporting Netherlands, so definitely on the top it's Netherlands, and the second team I think that will qualify is Ecuador.
I actually think Senegal will qualify from the top. I think they're the dark horses of this World Cup, and I think at second place it will be Netherlands.
So you agree with me then? That's great to know. So let's move on to the next group, which is Group B. So in Group B, we have England, Iran, United States and Wales.
English team is one of the most star-studded teams at the tournament. They are one of the favorites to win the World Cup. They were finalists in the Euro last year. I think Gareth Southgate has been under a lot of criticism lately following his defensive-minded approach, despite having a team full of amazing attackers. But I still think that the dressing room is filled with a lot of stars and it's really difficult for them to crash out of the group stages. So I think England will qualify and I think they will be followed by Wales.
Well, I guess England and Wales will qualify. Definitely, as you said, that Wales have the benefit of having Gareth Bale, so my vote is for England and Wales.
Yeah, I think England should go through from this group.
Yeah.
Let's see what England fan Abaan thinks about that.
As I said, I think England and Wales will qualify. It will be quite easy. USA could turn out at some games, but I still think Wales will go through.
So my prediction is that England and United States will go forward from this group. Moving on to Group C, we have teams Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico and Poland. Messi is playing in his last World Cup. If there is anything that he needs to cement his status as the GOAT, it's World Cup silverware. Argentina will be fully motivated to help Messi get his hands on the trophy this time around. Mexico have always been the neutral fans' apple of the eye. They qualified in second place in the group with 28 points, missing out on the top position by only goal difference. Their matches will be fun to watch due to their playing style of high pressing and aggressive forward play on the wings. Robert Lewandowski is hungry for his first World Cup goal for Poland. I have a feeling that it isn't that far away now. He has been totally unstoppable at Barcelona. Will he carry his form over to the national team? We'll have to wait and watch. For my prediction in this group, I think it will be hard for other teams to edge out Argentina and Mexico. So let's see what Ahsan thinks about that.
Well, I think definitely Argentina will qualify because they have a star-studded team, and secondly, if I can guess any team, it's because of Lewandowski. I guess Poland will definitely qualify.
I actually agree with what Ahsan said. I think Argentina and Poland will qualify. Apart from Lewandowski, I think Peter Zielinski has been in tremendous form for Napoli this season, so I think that will be a key factor for Poland as well.
He definitely gave some very good performances in the Champions League. Let's move on to Group D. Group D has the current world champions France, team from down under Australia, Denmark and Tunisia. European heavyweights France are the reigning world champions. Their squad has been helped with injuries, ruling out main players like Paul Pogba and N'Golo Kante. Both these players played a major role in their success back in 2018. On the other hand, their attack is strengthened with the presence of Ballon d'Or winner Karim Benzema, who has a point to prove in the national team. They went undefeated in the qualification campaign, and I expect them to remain undefeated in group stages. Denmark are a really improved side, and they have played some seriously good football in the last few international tournaments. They have a mix of young and experienced players. Christian Eriksen is back in the squad after suffering a cardiac arrest on the pitch in the Euros. Keep an eye on Mikkel Damsgaard, the young Danish talent who has impressed at Brentford and wherever he has played after his debut in Euros. Let's see if Ahsan thinks I could be wrong.
I don't think so. I think it's very simple. France and Denmark will qualify from this group, though the injury of Paul Pogba is a huge setback for France, but I guess France and the Denmark will easily qualify from this
Yes,
group.
they will definitely miss Paul Pogba, you're right.
Yeah.
I actually agree with what you said, but I'll go as far as to say I think Denmark will top the group. I think France has one of the main players missing. Their most strengthened position in the game was their midfield, and without Pogba and Kante, I think they'll be missing a lot, and I think Denmark will finish above them.
Last time around, you could find N'Golo Kante everywhere on the pitch, but this time around, that won't be the case. Let's move on to the next group, which is Group E. Group E has teams including Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, and Japan. Spain have the services of one of the best coaches in the international football, Luis Enrique. Spain qualified top of the group. Lucho has received criticism for leaving out experienced players in Sergio Ramos and Thiago. On the other hand, his heavy reliance on Barcelona players has also annoyed some Spanish fans. His reliance on young players and a balanced playing style has proven successful in the past and should be enough to move forward in the tournament. Germany had a disappointing campaign in the last couple of international tournaments. They are missing some experienced players like Toni Kroos. However, their young players Kai Havertz, Jamal Musiala, Leroy Sané and Serge Gnabry have shown great promise. I hope Germany can return to their best under coach Hansi Flick.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I think Spain and Germany will go through. There can be a bit of an upset from Japan, but I think it is Spain and Germany that are clear favorites to go through.
Yeah. What about?
Well, I also think the same. Spanish players and Germans are the favorites, but Japan might upset any team, but I don't think so. They will finish or go through from next stage. For me, Spain and Germany are the favorite.
Great. Moving on, we have Group F. In Group F, there are big teams including Belgium, Croatia, Morocco, and Canada. The era of the golden generation of Belgium football team is in its last stage. On several occasions, this team has risen as a serious contender, but failed to get the win when it really mattered. Kevin De Bruyne and co will be looking to take this trophy home, and I believe they seriously can with the massive amount of talent they possess in each position. Croatia reached the World Cup final in 2018. They missed out on World Cup glory after losing 4-2 to France. Luka Modric is captaining his national team for the last time in a World Cup.
Croatia and Belgium will definitely go through from this group. I don't think so. The other teams will make any upset.
Do you think Croatia can do as well as it did in 2018?
Yeah. Yes, I think so. I'm a big fan of Luka Modric, so I'm definitely supporting him.
I think I have the same opinion. I think Belgium are the clear favorites. They will top the group and Croatia will come in second.
Great. So we all agree on this group. So Belgium and Croatia should go forward. Moving on, we have Group G. In Group G, there are teams Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. Brazil is far from their glory years, but this year they have a seriously threatening attack with players like Neymar, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Richarlison, Jesus, and more. Brazil have always had the support of all neutral fans. They are among the favorites to win in the World Cup. Will the top-heavy side go all the way? They say defenses win you tournaments, and their defense will have to perform really well to get the job done this year. Serbia is capable of pulling off an upset. They have quite a few talismans in the team, with the likes of Dusan Vlahovic, Alexander Mitrovic, Dusan Tadic, and Milinkovic Savic. They were undefeated in the World Cup qualifying campaign, finishing top of the group ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. They can't do the impossible, so stay tuned for an impressive run.
Well, I'm definitely going with Brazil and Serbia here.
You think Brazil? You think can Brazil
Yeah, having
emulate
players like
the glory
Neymar
years?
and with the huge stars, they're still in the squad. So I'm.
But what
definitely-
about having a shaky defense?
Well, I guess it's a part they have to manage and they have to think about their defense. So I'm still going with Brazil. They are 5-time champions, so still hopes
Serbia?
are high. Yeah, Serbia
Okay,
also.
great. So what about you, Abaan?
Brazil are the clear favorites. I think they are the ones you can easily pick out. I think the defense isn't as weak as some people are making out to be. The fullbacks are some plays they're lacking, but the centre backs are world class. Apart from that, I think it's a close call between Serbia and Cameroon. We can't really differentiate much, but I think Serbia will go through.
How do you rate their midfield?
Brazil's.
Yeah.
It depends on the type of players they pick. Their coach prefers to play Fred when they have Bruno Guimaraes on the bench. I think Bruno Guimaraes has been Newcastle's best player this season. So it's up to the coach. If he plays Fred, I think they might lag somewhere in the knockout stages.
Do you think Casemiro will play a bench role this season?
I think Casemiro will start. I think it's between Fred and Bruno Guimaraes. One of them will play alongside Casemiro.
Okay, cool. Moving on, we have Group H. In Group H, there are teams including Portugal, Korea, Ghana, and Uruguay. This is Cristiano Ronaldo's last dance with the Portugal national team. Will this be his year? Well, his millions of fans around the world will surely hope so. Portugal have several young talents in their team. They have the likes of Rafael Leao, Joao Felix, Ruben Dias, and Joao Cancelo. Will their reliance on Cristiano and coach Fernando Santos' safety-first tactics prove fatal? Or can the young blood lead Portugal to their first World Cup? You can expect Cristiano Ronaldo to deliver in a clutch match situation. Uruguay lost 6 of their qualifying matches, but still made it through to the World Cup. Their young players Fede Valverde and Darwin Núñez are in top form. Araujo's recent injury will be a concern for them, but he will do everything to make it to the playing 11. Uruguay are the clear dark horses in this tournament. For me, Portugal and Uruguay are the clear favorites from this group.
Yes, I think Portugal and Uruguay are the clear favourites. I think a player that you missed out on was Bernardo Silva.
Yeah,
He has been in exceptional form ever since Pep Guardiola has installed him in the midfield. And I think he will be running the midfields all tournament long. And I think Uruguay will follow suit.
Yes, and I really hope to see him at Real Madrid at some point. Let's ask Ahsan about his opinion.
Well, I don't think so. Uruguay will go forward because of their ordinary performance in the World Cup qualifiers. My votes are with Portugal and Ghana. I'm expecting Ghana to play better, and I'm seeing Ghana in the next stage.
I would definitely love to see a team from Africa to make it forward in the tournament. So let's see how well they perform in this group. That's all we have for today's show. I would like to thank my co-hosts Abaan and Ahsan Mughees for their input. Thanks for watching Truly Football. Don't forget to like and subscribe.